Hey yo, this is Dash, and here we go with another one of the frequently or most frequently asked questions. I get asked all the time, have I ever done a competition? And the answer to that question is no. I don't do competitions, one, because I can't afford it. Hey yo, this is Dash. Alright, so let's talk about this from a fiscal standpoint. Let's say you enter a competition, okay? A competition can run you anywhere between $250 and $500 just to enter. Just to enter. Then, on top of your entrance fees, you typically are going to have to provide the meat yourself. Now, if you're one of these fancier competition teams, that means if you're cooking beef or you're cooking pork, then you're going to be doing like a Wagyu Kobe type of brisket, and or some sort of heritage pork heritage pork breed of pork shoulder or ribs or you know, however that may be. Chicken, I really don't think there's all of that much not debate but fervor for higher end chicken as far as in competitions. But I can tell you, cooking brisket, cooking pork shoulder, cooking ribs, you typically don't cook just one for a competition either. So it's a cost thing for me. I have not entered a competition also because of the fact that I'm very competitive. If I don't go out there and crush it and I don't go out there and win, I will be crushed. I'll be crushed. Now, is my food, or can my food stand up to other people's food? I'm sure it can, but I'd much rather be paid, okay, for my food than run the risk of losing money because someone did a better job than me or I had a bad cook. There are all types of things that could contribute to me not doing as well as I would like to do in a competition, and those are fine. Hands down, I'd rather make money than lose money on a competition. What if I do well in the competition and the amount of money as far as prize money isn't enough to cover all of the expenses? Now let's just think about this. One, first and foremost, you're gonna have to pay your entrance fees. Then you're gonna have to buy your food. Now that doesn't include any sort of transportation, okay? Then you need to make sure you have your fuel for however you're gonna be cooking whatever it is that you need to be cooking. Then you have any of your consumables like aluminum foil, pans, sauces, things like gloves. Those things add up. And for me to say that your competition could cost you $250 to $500, it might cost you an additional $500 in overhead. Let's say cost for all of those things that I mentioned. And what if the prize money is just $1,000? So now you spent the weekend just to break even? I'm sorry. I'd rather let my food tell its own story. Now, there are some folks who love to put on the side of their trucks or on their Instagram page, competition winning barbecue. To me, it's not worth it. I'd much rather have a great word of mouth event that someone is super duper or, you know, blown away at the... I'd much rather have someone who's blown away by my food at their event than a judge who's judging me, judge me, and not approve of the things that I do or the methodology I used or whatever the case may be. That's just me though. Your mileage may vary. You might actually enjoy the competition. It's just not my thing. So I've never done any competitions. Now that's not saying that I won't do any competitions. Let's say I get sponsored, and I actually have had an offer to be sponsored to do any competition that I wanted to do, but that's just not something I'm interested in at the moment. When and or if that time comes, I might be the next Mo Kaysan or Tuffy Stone or Myron Mixon or whoever the case may be. Those are just some of the top 3 offers, or Eric Thomas, all right? There's another guy I look up to. Those guys, they're kicking ass and taking names. Again, at the moment, it's just not for me. So I'm gonna let it go. I'll let you guys go ahead and do the competitions. But for me, I much rather backyard barbecue over competitive barbecue. But as always, thank you for watching. If you have any more questions about this specific topic, please leave it down below. If you like what you saw today, if you learned something, please leave me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.